The HTC 10 has been around for about 6 months, and in this video we take a look at how well this device has handled in the last 6 months and what we can appreciate or what we would like to see change in the future. Now, but before we even get to that, we need to look at some of the HTC's recent history with the M9, the 1A9, as well as moving forward to our HTC 10 to give us a better perspective of where HTC has come in the last year and a half too. So the M9 came out in 2015. It spotted a 20 megapixel camera, moved away from HTC's dual camera setup, LED flash. Now we thought we would get a better camera, but not so much. Display was a 1080p display, which was kind of a bummer. It still had those front firing speakers and really good audio off this device, so that's something to take note. The battery was a 2850 milliamp battery. Of course, the unibody design still stayed the same. Very characteristic of HTC's design language with this device. It's something that we wanted to see improvements with. Then we moved to the HTC 1A9. Now this device had a different design language, still similar to HTC's design language in the past, but felt more streamlined. Powered by Snapdragon 617 processor, sports a 5-inch 1080p display, but this was meant to bring HTC forward, and it did a couple of things. It brought people's mindset back to the HTC with what they could do, especially on design and also with hardware, but also showed that the company was willing to make changes, which is really important. Now that brings us over to the HTC 10. The 10 sports a blend of the M9 design language and the 1A9 together. This is a device that is powered by a Snapdragon 820 processor. You've got a 12 megapixel camera in the back, USB Type-C, boom sound speakers with one at the bottom and of course at the top, stereo sound with that too. You've got of course 4 gigs of RAM here, so it's got all the specs you require in a standard modern smartphone, but also it's got some really good audio with its DAC. It's got a built-in DAC there that should power your headphones. Like, everyone now is thinking about going away from that, but this is something I think HTC has done well, because you can also fine-tune your audio. You can tune your headphones to match your audio quality, so you get a better listening experience altogether, and that's something that HTC has really stuck over the years. So I like the fact that the HTC 10 is probably one of the best smartphones for audio right now. Now the camera is much improved with the Pro mode. I'm still not happy with the way the Pro mode app works. Hopefully that gets fixed. It's a little bit slowish, but it does the job well, and it does a really good job in getting your photos processed. So looking at a couple of the stills here, we have Superman outside. I'm using the Pro mode in the camera. I can change the exposure, I can change, my focus. I can go and change my white balance. I can make the photo look the way I want to, and that's one of the benefits with this camera. The camera is really good. I consider it one of the top Android cameras out there. And even the front-facing camera at 5 megapixels does a good job. So be right here at PAX East taking a selfie with, of course, the background, or me taking a selfie with my cousin back home visiting. The camera does a really good job, both the front and the rear cameras. Now let's talk about something else, of course, gaming. Now you guys are probably asking, how's it kept up after, of course, this? Well, solid, still solid. It's an 820 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, so it's a standard you would expect from any other Android device with those kind of specs, and it doesn't run that warm either, so that's pretty good altogether. In terms of software though, I will say that it's running, of course, HTC Sense UI on top of Android 6.0. I'm not the biggest fan of Sense, but doesn't mean it's not effective. I do like it because of its effectiveness. It works well, and I also like the theming. The theming is really good this year, especially using the freestyle theme. So this is the baseball carnival theme. Now the idea of the freestyle theme is it gives you this theme that looks like a giant wallpaper. So everything looks like a wallpaper, and the icons look like images on a wallpaper, but they are interactive, and they give you an interactive basis to start from. So our baseball carnival theme is now loaded. We're just going to turn down the exposure there a little bit, and you can see here it looks like a nice wallpaper, but everything is actionable. We can go ahead and click on different things there to give us a full view of what we want. Overall, the HTC 10 has been a great device, and I think this is one device we've kind of overlooked this year. This is something that definitely you can go back and pick up because it's got a really good camera, it's got great battery life, it's got fantastic audio, be it the speakers or headphone jack, to give you a really solid experience. And overall, I think this brings a lot of what HTC has to offer. Can't wait to see what they do with the HTC 11 or whatever it's going to be called, but I do want to see improvements. I do want to see a change in the design. I think design language has lasted for a while, and I think it's time for an update, but I'm quite happy with what HTC has put forth this year with the 10. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.